guys, welcome to another episode of Mouth of the Tyne, Full-Tyne Whistle, 3-3 Newcastle versus Manchester City. Wow, what a performance. Should we be disappointed with the draw? Should we be happy with the point? Yeah, I think we've all got a whole whirlwind of emotions swirling around our heads at the minute. But yeah, let's get into it, let's digest it, and we'll pick apart a few of the key points of the game and get into, who we thought was the top players and just take a look at the performance in general. So let's do this. Mouth of the Tyne, Full-Tyne Whistle. Wow, yeah, so just got back from the game. Crazy game. I think we all thought after 5 minutes it's going to be a case of here we go again. We've been there before. Man City score early and they usually end up winning 4-5, 6-0. Fortunately for us, Steve Bruce isn't in charge anymore, and we've got Eddie Howe at the wheel. Yeah, so we should have expected a bit more fight in this team, and that's exactly what we got today. When we equalised, obviously there was a bit of VAR controversy. It was clear as day Almiron was onside. Obviously it muted the celebration slightly, but I think he still got to celebrate at the end there once the VAR check had been complete. Now at 1-1, I think we were thinking, right, let's settle down, see how we go. We didn't. We pushed on. The passing from Bruno, the tackling from Joelinton was absolutely immense. Miggy was pressing. ASM was absolutely on fire for the entirety of his 60 minutes. Faded slightly in the second half after that. But for a good hour or so, he was definitely up there. Probably one of his best performances that we've seen so far. Yeah. So when Wilson got the second goal, I think we were all just a little bit stunned. It was a great ball from Bruno out to Allen. Allen did what he does best. Lovely little jink and run. Found Wilson with a lovely weighted pass. Wilson, one touch, control, bang. Edison, no chance. I think we're all in dreamland at that point thinking, is this going to happen? Could we do this? Yeah, we held our own brilliantly in the first half as we approached half-time after going 2-1 up. I think at one stage the possession stats were utterly ridiculous for a team against Manchester City. I think there was a 5-minute period where we had about 70-80% possession, if not higher. It might have even been 90%, some anomalous stat like that. But yeah, that was quite incredible the way we kept the ball and just saw out the first half. City couldn't break us down, and we went in absolutely buzzing, full of confidence. Came out in the second half much the same. Hassling City, pressing, high pressing, loads of energy, classic Howe ball, trying to win the ball high up in the pitch, and it worked. We got another free kick on the edge of the box, well, slightly further back from that. Trippier steps up, deja vu, and oh baby, top bins. Wow, I think we all got a little bit carried away when that happened. But yeah, it was just absolutely sensational. What an absolute amazing strike. And to be honest, that is got to be up there with one of the best free kicks I think any of us have seen in recent seasons at St James's. It rivaled Kabai's against Man United going back some years. And yeah, just what a sensational strike to make it 3-1. And I think we all at that point thought, yeah, we're going to do this. It's on. City was City. City did what City do best. Came back strong, absolutely blew us away in a 10-minute period where they scored 2 goals. We couldn't get anywhere near them. Botman and Byrne looked all at sea for considering they've been okay for the most of the game. In fact, both had really good games apart from this 10-minute period aside. They just kind of lost their heads, lost the markers. Botman stepped out. It was a great ball from De Bruyne, and then yeah, what can we say? Before you know it, it was 3-3, and it was all hands to the pump again. But then again, we steadied ourselves, got our level heads on. Howe did a few subs from the sidelines, brought on Longstaff to bring a bit more energy in midfield. Brought on Wood because Wilson was feeling his hammy again, which let's hope it's not serious. And yeah, we held our own for the remainder of the game. We could have won it ourselves. We had a couple of breakaway chances. City had a few chances, but let's talk about Nick Pope for a second. The guy was absolutely amazing today. it could have been, we could have been 4-0 down at one point in the first half if it wasn't for Pope. And eventually, obviously, we went in at half-time 2-1 up. So it tells you a lot about, yes, we can feel slightly sad and a bit disappointed that we didn't win. But let's be honest, City had more than enough chances to win that game today. And if it wasn't for Pope being absolutely on fire, definitely England's number one. And yeah, what can you say? He kept us in the game 4, 5, 6, 7 times with some top class saves. Now, without that, we wouldn't have had the base, to push on and go 3-1 up, and ultimately we drew 3-3. But yeah, wow, I think I'm still shaking now just getting in. You know what I mean? It was absolutely incredible. The atmosphere was amazing. War Flags was brilliant pre-match, and the crowd was fantastic throughout. If this is a taste of things to come, then we want more of it. Like if this is a taste of things to come, sign me up, sign us all up, all aboard, because the good times are coming, and the good times are here. You could arguably say that they're here already. We're unbeaten in 3 at the start of the season. We conceded 3 today, but ultimately it was against one of the best teams in the world. And we're 6th in the league tonight, guys. So Eddie Howe's high flying mags. Is this the trajectory of the team this season? Are we going to be in the top 6? Or are we going to be slightly below that? But who knows? It's early days. But if we keep performing like this, we'll be up there. If we can add some quality this week in the transfer window, a little bit more attacking impetus. Although, when you look at Almiron today, who was also outstanding in the first half, again he faded in the second slightly. But Alan St-Maximin, when he's on that type of form, Wilson when he's deadly and clinical like he is, that front 3 can cause problems for any team in the league. But ultimately it's keeping them all fit and in form. Now, this is where the João Pedro deal could come in, and maybe another attacking player if we're lucky, like Paqueta. Maybe a marquee signing just to really, really push that quality on. I think it probably is top 8 finish would be on the cards. Top 6, that's maybe a little bit too far this season, but it's something to aim for. This is what we should be doing. This is what Mike Ashley starved us of for 14 years. Ambition, hope. This is where we should be. Top 6, top 8, fighting. This is how you run a football club. You make sensible signings, players that have the mentality to want to stick in and fight, as well as having the quality. We've got that now, and we're adding more to it. Every transfer window, we saw it in January. We've seen it so far this season, this summer transfer window. Everything's falling into place. Wow, just take a minute to think about how far we've come. We're sitting 6th in the table tonight, guys. Long may it continue. So yeah, let's look forward to our next game. Can't remember off the top of my head who we've got. Mine's, I'm still St James's Park in my head. I don't know what you guys are feeling tonight. Get in touch in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling. You can do it on Twitter. You can do it on YouTube. Just, wow, lost for words. Special mentions for a couple of players. Obviously, the whole team was amazing today. Looking at some 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 performances. But I think 2 of the best players, we'll say 3 of the best players. Alan St-Maximin, obviously, that's one of the best displays that we've ever seen in a black and white shirt from him. Literally, demolition job. Tore Man City apart for 60 minutes before he started to fade. 2 assists. Looking like, this is the guy that should be getting called up for France. Saw his tweet after the match, joking around, saying, did Deschamps have the Canal Plus on? I hope he did, Alan, because that was a hellish performance, and it was outstanding from a point of view in the stands. You looked incredible, and I think it blew a lot of us away tonight, this afternoon. So yeah, we've got to put Alan up there. I would give him a 10 out of 10 for his performance. But another couple of notable shout outs to Nick Pope, who, like I just said previously, if we didn't have him on form today, we could have been 4-0 down in the first half. We weren't. We came back to be 3-1 up, and he made save after save after save, coming out off his line quick, just smothering everything that City, did in the box, and he was outstanding. Now, we've liked Dubravka over the years. We've loved him up here. But that was a different level today. That was somebody who was, capable of playing for England on the big stage. No nerves. Great command in the box. Distribution slightly off today, but, I think, we can allow him that. So, yeah, Nick Pope, another 10 out of 10 performance from him, even though he conceded 3. So what does that tell you about the level of, the standard of performance he put in? Final mention, notable mention to Joelinton. £40 million to pay for this guy, paid for him, and it was laughed out the room. It was ridiculed. We played him as a striker. Bruce played him as a striker, on the wing, and he was rubbish. Started playing him in centre of midfield. Boom! Not only have you £40 million player now, I would say double it. You're looking at somebody who's worth 60, 70 million. He's a hybrid. Is the guy attacking? Is the guy defensive? Is he, he's not a goal scorer, but he'll certainly win the ball. His close control's excellent. He shields the ball well. He can pass the ball, ping a ball, short, or he can do long. He's the ultimate hybrid midfielder. He's going to win that ball. He's going to drive forward with it. And if he loses it whilst he's attacking, he's going to run all the way back and win it back all over again. And he's going to do that over and over and over again for the entirety of the match, bullying the opposition, pushing players out of the way. So strong, so fast. The way he strides and he sticks his leg in there, nicks the ball, turns, shields it, lays it off, or drives forward with a dribble. Incredible. If this guy was doing these type of performances for your Man City, for your Chelseas, people will be talking about him, saying, why isn't he in the Brazil team? Well, why isn't he? Because at the minute, he's one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, if not Europe, at winning the ball, dribbling with the ball, and passing the ball. He's got everything. The guy doesn't put a foot wrong. So at some point this season, you would think, maybe he's with Bruno in the era of the Brazilian team manager, that this guy's going to get a call up for Brazil. It's deserved. The guy's a brilliant human. We saw him this week doing something great for a fan who'd got a tattoo of him, inviting him around his house. What a guy. What a man. J7. This is the man what we're talking about. And he is a man. He's a beast. He came here as a boy 3 years ago, and now he's ripping the Premier League apart. So long may it continue. And wow, let's just enjoy tonight. We've got a point against one of the best teams in the world. We're 6th in the league. We're 3 unbeaten. And Eddie Howe's Black and White Army. Come on, guys. So if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll bring you another Full-Tyne Whistle next week, after our match next weekend. And we'll maybe even do one after Tranmere in midweek. Like the video, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at TwoMouthTime. And stay tuned for some more content. We've got some big things happening this week. We're going to get a camera upgrade. We're getting a mic upgrade. And we've got Andy Sixsmith on next Friday night. We're going to be discussing the final few days of the transfer window, what his thoughts are on the transfer window so far, and how we can improve in the last few days. And really delve deep into that and just see what the final few days hold for us. So that's going to be next Friday at 7 o'clock. Our very first live show, Mouth of the Tyne, live with Andy Sixsmith. So put it in your diary. Join us then, and enjoy tonight, guys. Come on, the lads!